My name is Nathan Fawkes. I'm from Bimini. I was born in Nassau, but originally moved to Bimini with my family. All my family is from Bimini. They're like 80% of the island. These are cousins, uncles, aunties. Everybody knows everybody. Yeah, I work at Bimini Scuba Center, Neil Watson. I've been a diver for almost 7 years, 7+ years. Just got my master, going on to my instructor. Um, and yeah, just love the water, just love the sea. Anything to do with the water. From I was a child, must be 4 years old, I used to go on with my dad, my uncle, spear fishing. Sometimes we go hunting for like lobsters, conchs, doing all that good stuff when you're young. So I already didn't know I was going to have something to do with the water when I grew older. Eastwell, growing up, Eastwell was always a place where we would go like in the mangroves fishing with my uncle and stuff just to get hog snappers. They know you never could have a good Charlie bread with a side of fish and all kind of stuff like that. And also crabbing. Crabbing, we used to go on like in the nighttime, going crabbing for crabs. Sometimes you go, if it's shallow enough, you got a little reef there. You go for like lobsters and stuff. Even cocoa plums and stuff like that. But now how it's been, so now how it's been like a little harder now lately because I see the resort area is kind of like building. The mansions in the back there, it's kind of like they're pushing their mansions more and more back there towards the Eastwell area. It's not like how it used to be back in the day where you could just go in the back there, go crabbing, fishing, and stuff like that. And you have this large haul that you could always get like from it. Like my nephews the other day, I went out with them. How it ain't as used to fishing, how we got it back in the day. They didn't know how to really conch or spear or go for lobsters like how we grew up doing it because they never had that kind of interaction like going over their great grandfathers or stuff like that because how the area is, you can't really find like crabs and stuff back in the area like that because how they have all the mansions and stuff up there and it's blocked off. It's like not the same anymore. Like you have to go a little more out, probably in a boat or something if you want to do stuff like that anymore. Yeah, they're changing the livelihoods of in Bimini because I just like I said it before, it's not the same. And if they're gonna continue, like I went on a dolphin tour the other day, and I haven't been in the back where Eastwell was in a minute, and I just see it how far they got building the mansions there. Like it's almost even where the break is in Eastwell. Like that's where like the nurseries and the sharks and the mangroves and stuff is, and those are a big part of like Bimini. They literally the mangroves protect the island from hurricanes and stuff, and then it's also asked for nurseries for the stingrays, the sharks, and the fish. So if they continue to like dredge and build up the sand in the back there, we wouldn't have like the resources like what we have in Bimini, like what we do. Yeah, we wouldn't be living. Well, it wouldn't be as easy as how it had been in the past because how I see most fishermen and people, my uncles and stuff, they have to like get their boats and go a little far out now, probably around um, in the back of South Bimini or maybe even to Cat Key or Gun Key just so they can get a meal. And I don't think that you should be able to just, we in Bimini now, come on, why you have to go to a whole different island or key just to grab a fish or a lunch or try to make some money? I can't speak on for their behalf. I know it's on mine. I'd make sure to have a lip on it before I get it. But I think it could be that could be the case because you don't see as much conch closer to Bimini as you usually would back in the day because I guess the fishermen's are trying to make like it's supply and demand. Like there's more guests coming to the island, so they're trying to supply um, more stuff for the guests. Like if there's like the population of Bimini is only 2,000 or maybe 3,000 over the past years. But now, except you have these cruise ships bringing like 4,000 to 8,000 people on them, you have a um, more supply and demand for them. So you have to supply more conch, you have to supply more seafood, more lobsters. So that could be a big problem when it comes to that. I just don't want an island to sink, but yeah, like it's already changed. I remember back in the day, we only had maybe two cars on the island and a handful of golf carts. Like literally, there was like no traffic. You didn't even have to worry about it. But now, in this day, I like it'd be so weird that you have to wait like 15 minutes just to get to the bank because all the car traffic and boat traffic. Like it was never like that back in the day. I still remember when there was only like one motorbike on the island, probably owned by Mr. James. He had like a motorbike just riding on it. Maybe, like I said, a handful of golf cart, and Mr. George then probably owned the only two cars that was on Bimini when I was smaller now. Uh, yeah, like speaking up and talking about it. I know back in the day we used to do like marches and stuff. What we need to continue to do because if we don't do them, if we don't do the marches, the people will just take it as a sign that we just give up on the mangroves. That's why we have to like get together as a people and keep on reinforcing it, making sure we know they can't do this to our island. Like even if you go flying on an airplane now and look at Bimini, it's probably way different than the map shows now because of all the dredging, all the modifications they do down the road. So uh, I don't even know how to tell you guys. Like they soon have to draw another map. Like as me as a diver, I already seen some changes just from the few modifications they did down there. Like the water is much more murkier inside the channel and out inside the ocean now. Like we never used to have that back in the day. Like it was all crystal clear and yeah, you could walk on the beach, you could gone conking. But now as I go diving now, I see more of that like that mist cloud and stuff. Like we have a reef called Rainbow Reef here, and I know it's because of all the dredging they did. I guess I can't even tell them like it's called Rainbow Reef because it's not as colorful as it used to be. It still has a lot of marine life and stuff, but it's just not how it used to be back in the day. It could be. I remember they had like a rumor going on that there was someone up the road. They wanted to come and buy all the properties from Bahamian houses and stuff. They wanted to start buying Bahamian land and stuff from in town, but the Bahamian people wasn't having it. They wasn't gonna sell their homes and stuff to foreigners like that. That's their livelihood, and they grew up their whole lives on this island. So why would we want to move off our island and give it to someone else? Uh, it's kind of just how you said it. Like they did took a lot of available resources from the Bahamian people because they did expand way too much. That's what why we gonna do the marches. So they don't expand as much as they were supposed to. Like before that resort was even there, it named Big Game Club, and Big Game Club was doing pretty good. They was inside the boundaries. They didn't take up too much of the land. They didn't alter the space like how the resort is doing now. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around it right now, like how far they progress. But I'm gonna still be protesting and fighting against it as the days go on to see if I can make a change. I think like yeah, the town meetings need to be more on the outside, more verbally set up or something like that, and getting the word around to the people who live on the island so they could actually attend the town meetings. That's the main goal right now. Like trying to get the word around. I think the art center would be like a perfect spot. Everybody goes down there. It has the little round patio, and you have people passing there all the time because they have to go to the bank. So if they hear something like, "Oh, a town meeting's going on," right there, like they'll probably join in, listen up, and we could get together and try to do something about this. A Bahamian problem is a Bahamian problem, guys. We have to come together and do this. Like we have to solve this as a group, a family, guys. Like I tell you guys, I know you guys feel the same way I'm feeling um, about the changes that are going on in Bimini. And we have to stop it right there. You don't think they built enough mansions already?